Hello, everyone. Welcome to Catherine's ESL classroom. In today's lesson, we are going to learn the differences between tell versus say. Do you know what the differences are? Well, we say something, but we tell someone something. Sounds a little confusing, right? But we're also going to have a game too, where we don't want to get wet. So don't get wet if you say the wrong thing, but you tell someone something. Anyway, let's have some fun. Welcome again, everyone. Today's lesson, say versus tell, but don't get wet. So what is the difference between say and tell? Say and tell meaning. Well, say and tell are irregular reporting verbs. Both have fairly the same meaning and are used in reported speech. Now, if you want to know the lesson on reported speech, I do have a fabulous lesson on that on my previous videos. But this is one of the meanings of say and tell. Say means to utter words in order to communicate information, an opinion, or a feeling. For example, I am fed up with this life, he said. He's so dramatic. Tell means to communicate something to someone in spoken or written forms. For example, I told her you passed the exam. Woohoo! So the difference between say and tell, although the verbs tell and say share some meanings, they are used in different ways. Here are the main differences. Say something versus tell someone something. Generally speaking, you can say and tell as follows. You say something, but you tell someone something. So you say something. She said he was her best friend. He said that he couldn't do the job by himself. The speaker said that the world would be facing a financial crisis very soon. You tell someone something. She told me he was her best friend. He told them the truth, but they didn't believe him. The politician told the journalist that he would resign soon. Say something to someone. You use tell, it's used with an indirect object. For example, tell me something. Tell John something. Say is usually used without an indirect object. In case we want to add an indirect object after say, we introduce it with the word to. Some examples are, I told her the story. Why don't you tell him the truth? But John said to Sarah that she was beautiful in her red dress. I've just finished doing my homework, he said to his mom. Some collocations with say and tell. Here are some collocations that are used with the verbs tell and say. Say hi, hello, goodbye. Say yes, say no. Say a word, say something, say a prayer, say no more, say sorry, say thank you. Tell the truth, tell a lie, no, 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 tell a secret, tell a story. Tell for sure. Tell the time. Tell one's name. Tell someone the way, meaning you want to tell them the directions, right? Now, this is a good review, okay? If you want a little snapshot, you say something, but you tell someone something. Tell is used with an indirect object. For example, tell me something, tell John something. Examples, I told her the story. Why don't you tell him the truth? Say is usually used without an indirect object. In case we want to add an indirect object after say, we introduce it with the word to. The examples are, John said to Sarah that she was beautiful in her red dress. I've just finished doing my homework, he said to his mom. Okay, so this is a really good picture or snapshot of you say something, but you tell someone something. Don't get wet. What does that mean? Okay, so the game is you click on the correct word, tell or say. So would this be tell me if you want to get wet or say me if you want to get wet? Which one? This is what happens.
Oh my God.
When you say the wrong word, and you will get wet. This is the one when you have it correct. Okay. So do you want to get wet? No. Okay. Come on, tell me everything. Come on, say me everything. Which one? Don't get wet. Woohoo! Wanted to do that one again. Okay. Do you know what they tell about me? Do you know what they say about me? I'm going to repeat it. Do you know what they tell about me? Do you know what they say about me? Don't get wet. Woohoo! You got it. All right. You should tell the truth. You should say the truth. This is a tricky one.
Oh my God.
You got wet. Okay, this is a tricky one. You should tell the truth. All right. Just wanted to show, don't get wet. Okay, how about this one? How do you tell that in English? How do you say that in English? Aha, don't get wet. That's right. How do you say that in English? For example, how do you say collocation? That's a tricky word, right? Remember, say hello. Okay, that's the collocation. How about this one? I cannot tell you anything now. I cannot say you anything now. Now, this is a little tricky. Which one? I'm going to repeat it. I cannot tell you anything now. I cannot say you anything now. Which one? Don't get wet. That's right. I cannot tell you anything now. Now, you can say, I cannot say anything right now. You hear the difference? I'm going to repeat them. I cannot tell you anything now. I cannot say anything right now. We tell you, okay? When we just say something, that's when we say, I cannot say anything right now. You hear the difference? All right. If I tell something wrong, correct me. If I say something wrong, correct me. Which one? Don't get wet. That's right. If I say something wrong, correct me. How about this one? He didn't tell what the problem was. He didn't say what the problem was. Don't get wet. Okay, here's a bonus. How would we use the word tell in this sentence? Remember, we tell someone something. We say something. Okay, put it down in the comments. This is a free country. I can tell what I want. This is a free country. I can say what I want. Don't get wet. That's right. I can say what I want. Another bonus. How would we use the word tell in this sentence? But remember, you have to rearrange the words, maybe even add another word. Put it down in the comments. Want to hear it. All right. Tell us about your vacation. Say us about your vacation. Don't get wet. Woohoo! You're doing fabulously. Okay. Can you tell me the way to the station? Can you say me the way to the station? Let me repeat. Can you tell me the way to the station? Can you say me the way to the station? Don't get wet. All right. Bonus. Can you tell me how you did on tell versus say? Can you say me how you did on tell versus say? How did we do? Well, thank you everyone and learning tell versus say. Was this too easy? Was this just right? Or was this a little bit too hard? Now remember, tell and say are in the present tense. What would tell be? Conjugate tell in the past tense. Hint, it's an irregular verb. How about say? Conjugate say in the past tense. Another one in the past tense that's an irregular verb. Well, again, thank you for joining Miss Catherine's ESL classroom on tell versus say. Don't get wet. Bye.